they think they're gonna get me with the whole the stream will start when the stream start. Oh, we'll just listen to the music. Fuck that. No, they're just fuckwits. Fuck it. There's this bloke called Eric the Rapist. He thinks he's a rape, mate. He's not raped anything in his life, mate. I've talked to the women in his life. They're all like, oh, he's a lovely guy. He's so nice. He's the best. He's always, you know, he's a bit of a simp, really. He's a bit of a simp. I'm like, of course he is. He's got fucking rapist in his name. Like, you think he actually goes hard? He doesn't, mate. These guys don't know nothing, bro. And then there's this other cunt, Ben. Ben thinks he's a hard dude. He's just going to be here enjoying the music. I'm like, bro, I run this stream. I'll just run the music for an hour. I don't even need to fucking fuck him. You know what I mean? What's up, boys? How are you guys? How are you? Benny boy, how are you, dude? TY, how are you, man? I know the mic's on, guys. I know the mic's on. How are we, guys? What's good? What's good? Let's get some of the chill music going. Start from the top. Sorry, let us start. Unironically, the most hyped intro. Oh, good, dude. I'm happy you like the intro. I'm happy you guys actually like the intro. Where are we at? Where is everybody's base, Dougie? Kenny, that's right, we just started. Benil Dariush, who's Benil Dariush? Is this is either Anakin or this is Dana White. Who are we at? That intro was fire. Yeah, the chill music's here. Hang on, let me listen to it. A little bit less. A little bit less. Okay. Around there. Yeah, okay, now we're good. Oh, mate. Music is like me, goes hard and stays. You wish, Eric. I was just on the phone to your mum. She says you're a gentleman, brother. No other YouTuber goes through the intro to have an intro like that. Well, thank you, Ben. I'm happy you appreciate it. You're right, dude. The dark is a little bit much. The bark is a little bit much. The bark is a little bit much, but hey, I can't make the music. Maybe if Musical wants to write us an intro track, that'd be pretty awesome. But it is what it is. I'm the real Dario. Of course you are definitely not Dana White. Yes, I respect my mother. Well, if you're going to have that in your name, mate, you should be letting it out. No, don't go that far. Too far, Dougie, too far. How did we enjoy the press conference, boys? How did we enjoy the press conference? Oh my God, it was good, wasn't it? Oh my God, the press conference, boys.
Jean Silva said you might have to retire this weekend due to brain damage you'll take in this fight. Curious if you have a response for those remarks.
I was born with brain damage, brother. I'll be all right.
Oh, man. I was born with brain damage, brother. Who the fuck says that, dude? You deserve a lot more subs, bro. I'm actually surprised at the qualities of the videos. You deserve much more subs. And yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I mean, we're in the niche of the niche of the niche. Like, MMA is a very small sport. MMA YouTube is a very small subsect of the MMA YouTube audience. So I'm chewing it away at a very small pie on the internet. But thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. I'm the real TY. Don't tell BJ Penn I was cloned by the CJ. I won't let him know, dude. Although I do worry for BJ Penn's family. You know, now, did you guys hear BJ Penn now believes that his brother is also being cloned by the CIA? So BJ Penn's brother, as well as his thick mother, is going to get it as well, which is obviously not good. Battle of the Eric, the Battle of the oh my God, it was so good. Also, Volk in the middle of the chaos, enjoying the smile. Oh, dude, there's a photo somewhere. There's a photo somewhere of Yair Rodriguez and Diego Lopez just going off at each other. And Alexander, we have, funnily enough, Ben and Eric, we have actually lost viewers since we've started the stream. We started the stream with 10 viewers, and now that I've actually turned off the intro music and started doing the live stream, we've actually lost viewers. So maybe you and Eric are actually onto something here, Ben. But yeah, there is a photo of Volk just sitting there just like, oh, this is pretty sick, eh? This is pretty enjoyable, eh? What's up, Bilal's good eye? Good to see you, man. I sent that image of Volk. Oh, was that you, Bilal? Nice one, dude. Nice one, nice one. Yeah, that was perfect, dude. I hope it doesn't go down like the Quisbone, eh, quote? I know, dude. Oh, me too, T1. Fucking me too. That's because Kenny left, but now Kenny is back. All right, let's go. Big Glizzy Kenny waving it around, getting that Glizzy stick all over the place. Ken Dog. You're right, gotta go to... Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. The stream's quality has fallen off, absolutely. Now that I'm actually started talking and interacting with the stream, no, this is not what MMA YouTube wants. This is not what we want. I'm switching my pick to Lopez. That way, if Lopez wins, I can say that it's not even a good win because Volk's washed. Like I predicted, I'll slander Lopez hard when they make him versus Yair Rodriguez. I don't think they'll make him versus Yair Rodriguez. I don't think that's the one they're going to make. I get that there's hype. I get that there's some selling points there. But everyone has said Movzar's the guy. Everyone said Movzar's the guy. So we gotta stick to our guns and let Movzar get a crack at the title. And like when Diego Lopez loses to Movzar Evloev in the title defense, then you can still have Diego Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez. You can still make that fight. We only come for the intro. I can tell TY because people actually leave once the intro is over. So it all checks out, to be honest, brother. You can tell some fighters truly enjoy violence and chaos. Volk and Lopez are two guys who do. Yeah, I mean, we've seen Volk before, Benny. You know what I mean? Like, he's been crying at a post-fight press conference. Well, just got to get back in there, you know? If I don't have a fight to go for, me life is shit. And Volk was a concreter. And I don't know if you know Macedonian Wog concreters in Australia, mate, but they love a fucking scrap, brother. They love a scrap. Bro, how did you get that nice UFC neon? Is it available on Amazon? I want one. My brother got it for me for Christmas. I believe he got it from Temu, mate. I believe he got it from Temu. My mother's messaged me. I'll reach back out to you afterwards, mother. Dougie Musical had a bot that said aloud each chat member's message, like reading it to him. You should try that. I could do that. I could absolutely do that, but I think my horrible dyslexia sort of adds a little bit of charm to the stream. And also, Kenny, sometimes the chat goes so quick, I need to be able to blast through them. But yeah, maybe I could get a bot to take over when my brain don't work good, which is like, what would we say, like 60% of the time, me brain don't work too good. Movzar is the guy at featherweight, but the UFC want Lopez to be the guy, so he'll gift him wins like they're going to with washed Volk. Same thing as Pereira versus the Ank situation. But the UFC want Lopez to be the guy. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So like they could say to Movzar, like, you will get a title shot. You are going to get a title shot. Just like they said to Marab. But just like with Marab, Sean O'Malley got the Marlon Cheeto Vera fight first to settle the beef, and because it was an easy pay-per-view for the UFC. So that's actually like, Toad, that's a perfect sort of allegory, metaphor, example of what the UFC could do. They could say to Movzar, look, go fight Pitbull, with Pitbull coming off a lot. Just get another fight in, just stay busy, stay active, go fight Pitbull, and we will make Diego Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez just to sell tickets. That could absolutely happen, Todathan. The Spanish Yap sesh at the end of the presser was peak. Dude, it was so good. And did you see after they wrapped everyone up and tried to get people to get off stage so they could do the face-offs? They just kept yapping away at each other. Did you see the fake boos and cheers? Did you see the fake boos for Bryce? They got overpowered by the cheers. I did, Boob. How are you, Boob? I haven't seen you in a while, man. I hope you've been well. Yeah, dude, I did. It was so embarrassing. So embarrassing when Jan Silva was trying to be like, hoo, 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 and the whole crowd was just like flat. Dude, Bryce is locked in, man. Bryce is locked. I hope I can get this surprise to work for you guys for Sunday. Bro, can you react to the Discord posts? Yeah, why not? Let me have a look here. Let me go to studio mode. What's the way that I can do this? Full screen, vertical, YouTube. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's stick that in there. Let's put this in that. Let's take her and stick her inside of that. And then when she enters that, and then lube that up, squirt some on that, and then that can enter into that. And then, all right, so what am I looking at in the Discord, brother? What am I looking at? Let me go to MMA Dougie. Let me go to MMA Dougie. Let me go to Dougie's Corner. What am I looking at in the Discord? The Yair Rodriguez one? Let's have a look at that. Yair Rodriguez, let's have a look at that. All right, transition. There's little Volky poo right there. Just been like, it's pretty good, eh? It's pretty good, eh? But Movzar didn't do that great against Allen. I could imagine Allen doing even better. I don't think Movzar is the guy. I do think Movzar is the guy. No, I think Movzar is the guy. I don't think he is like, you know, a Marab or a Bilal Muhammad, where he's almost uncertainly going to be the champ. But I definitely believe he's the guy that should be challenging for a title for sure, man. Jan Silva thinks he's Conor. Dude, Jan Silva, I don't know. Listen, I don't have a... Honestly, we joke around in the MMA community. I don't have a problem with everyone and how they, like, people want to choose to live their lives. I seriously don't. I honest to God, I don't. But you know, like, there's a dude that has like a certain, when you can tell one, like, you know, when you're looking at one and you can tell, like, there's dudes that have it's like a facial structure. There is like a genetic for those kind of guys. You know what I mean? They got the bald hair, they got the thick lips, they got the short beard. You can tell that they're like marching at the parade. You know do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, you can see it in their face. You know what I mean? You can see that in Diego Lopez. I see it, not Diego Lopez. I see that in Jan Silva. I'm just saying, my radar like goes fucking haywire when I see him. No, not the when you can tell someone's got the fucking, you know what I mean? They go to South Africa and kiss and Dricus du Plessis' coach on the mouth as well. And they're not even doing it for the culture. They're doing it just because they enjoy it. I can see that in Jan Silva. He's got the facial structure of it. You know what I mean? A washed old man and a fraud Movzar already dominated a washed old man and a fraud Movzar are already fighting for the belt. No one at featherweight is good, but Movzar is the best of them. A fraud Movzar? What do you mean by that, Toad? What do you mean by that, dude? What are you saying by that? Movzar dominated him, Toad. Lopez had 3 sub-attempts during that fight. That's hardly a domination. Yeah, I don't... Let me read that. I must be reading Toads wrong. A washed old man and a fraud Movzar already dominated. I'm with you, Toad. Stop typing. I'm with you. Already dominated fighting for the belt. No one is featherweight, but good. Well, Toad, what did you think about my take that this is a legitimate fight for a title that VolkaMOGvski is going for? Like, I don't think that Diego Lopez is a fraud at all. If that was scored in Jiu-Jitsu rules, Movzar would have... Yeah, but it's not scored in Jiu-Jitsu rules, Ben. It's scored in MMA rules, mate. Yeah, and Diego fighting over the Alexa Grasso feat. Yog! I actually did think about Alexa Grasso's feat today, mate. Because of you, all of the bullshit that we have been through together as a channel, I actually was thinking about Alexa Grasso's feat. There was nearly a fight breaking out on an MMA press conference because of Alexa Grasso's mighty toes. Well done, dude. Well done. Silva is no, he is. That is true. The UFC dropped the translation from the back and forth between... Okay. Have you guys seen this? There is a translation. Let's have a look here. Hang on a second. Let's go across to the... There has been a translation dropped by the UFC. Get out of the fucking way, mate. No one cares about you, brother. Here we go, boys. Let's have a look and see. The UFC have given us a gift. They're giving us a full translation of what was being said. They were both talking about tacos. I don't think they were talking about tacos, Eric. Here we go. Let's turn that off. Let's turn this off. Let's see what they were saying.
Culón.
Oh. Dickhead.
Culón.
Dickhead.
Oh. Dímelo.
Hey, culón. Culón, ¿sabes por qué es culón?
Yeah, dickhead. You know why? You're a dickhead. Didn't you and your team beat up Marco?
Say it to my face.
Didn't your team beat up Marco? Listen, you and your team beat up Marco. I've waited for this moment to tell you all of this to your face, motherfucker. I'm going to make you pay the price for Marco. Michael Chandler is just like, this is not the way to sell a fight.
You guys...
You can suck my dick, motherfucker.
Why me? Is that what you want to fight me?
What's going on? Come here, bitch. You say what, motherfucker? Fuck you. You will suffer the consequences, you fucking piece of shit, asshole.
Don't talk about my team, man. Don't talk about my team.
I'm adding
Don't talk about my team.
You know what I'm saying.
Hey.
Look at Chandler's face.
Get it.
Oh, man. Let me read some chats. Look at fucking Chandler's face. Oh, fucking hell. All right, let me read your chats. Jesus Christ, dude. Diego Lopez loses to Arnold. How about your Gator when you look at the UFC GOATs? Well, I mean, John Jones sets it off massively. Diego Lopez loses to Arnold Allen. I don't know, dude. Arnold Allen doesn't bite down on his shots. I think Arnold Allen's one of those European kickboxers that need things to be a little bit too pretty toe to thin. So I don't know, dude. Just saying, Movzar won off control time, but I'm not sure how much I value that over sub attempts. Yeah, I mean, it does depend on, like, the impact-based scoring, doesn't it? They were both talking about tacos. I don't think they were. What's up, Tracy? How are you? Yeah. How are you, Tracy? Good to see you. Ben can't see the brutal ground and pound, apparently. Yeah, I remember Movzar was laying on some pretty good ground and pound. Dougie, can you yee like a re? I don't even know what that means, Kenny. All right, I'm an old white male. I don't understand what yeeing like a re is, brother. Had good ground and pound, but it wasn't dominant performance on the ground, especially for someone on short notice. Diego Lopez and Movzar Evloev. Yeah, but before you were just saying, Benny, to be fair, a second ago you were talking about it being control time. Now it's not control time. Boob, I will get to you, brother. I'll read them all, mate. Michael Chandler is like, this is not the way to sell a fight. Chandler is uncomfortable. Chandler is very uncomfortable. This is not the way that he wants to raise his children. This is scripted. The UFC hype machine want an excuse to give their industry plant a free title defense. I don't think the UFC is scripted toe to thin. I do not think the UFC is scripted. I think if the UFC was scripted, things would be going a lot differently for them. They wouldn't be about to have UFC 2026 with Movzar Evloev, Merab Dvalishvili, Islam Makhachev, Bilal Muhammad, Hamzat Chimaev, and then Shamil Gaziev all the way up from top to bottom. I think if the UFC was scripted, brother, they'd be doing everything they could to avoid that. And Boob says, read me. Boob, I don't think I missed anything from you. Oh, I'm not the AM Bro, but I originally was known as Boob, but I'm not the AM Bro. I was originally known as Boob, but I rebranded. Oh, right. Good to see you, not the AM Bro then, dude. Sorry, I thought you were speaking to not the AM Bro. Why did you change it? I remember Boob from back in the day, and now you're not the AM Bro. Why? Whatever, dude. Welcome back, Boob. Not the AM Bro. Good to see you, man. Chandler has the look you have when it's 8 a.m. and the two homies fighting over the glizzy they just stole. Exactly, mate. When you're waking up and all you can hear is chaos on the streets as the glizzy argument is going. I don't understand the world you people live in. I'll do anything for an exclusive video of Alexa Grasso's feet. Well, let me punch it into the AI bot, Benil. Yee is the sound that rednecks make. Oh, okay. I can do that. I can do it. You got to use discernment. Yee. You got to be using discernment. Yeah, I ain't letting no government school teach my kids about that kind of stuff. I'm a raising myself. Can I get a yee? UFC is not scripted, otherwise we would have gotten Tom versus Jones. True, bro. True. Okay, Lopez also rocked Movzar on the feet and had the biggest moments in the fight on the feet. Everyone gave him round 1 and round 3. Everyone gave him round 1, round 3 as the debate. Yeah, I gotta watch it again. I haven't watched it in a long time. Dude. Dude, imagine calling yourself Boob. Could have called yourself Glizzy Tits. I don't understand why the Glizzy has taken over the chat so much this week, but I don't like it. Movzar wasn't prepared for Lopez, who was in a training camp for a regional fight. Movzar wasn't prepared for Lopez for a regional. Wasn't Movzar always on the card, Toad? So he had trouble early, but quickly figured out the BJJ and dominated him for 2 to 3 rounds. I mean, I'll tell you guys this, just as a rule of thumb. I think top pressure wrestling beats Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 9 times out of 10. I think we see that every single fucking fight week. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is just there to get you out of bottom position, and it's there for scrambling. So, yeah, I mean, I think wrestling outdoes Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu most of the time. Bilal's Good Eye says, what would you say Volk's chances are out of 100? I would say, legit, I have to do it round by round, Bilal's Good Eye, right? Like, first round, I'd say Volk's chances are 40%. Second round, 60%. Third round, 70%. Do you get what I'm saying? It's that early, you know what I'm worried about, Bilal. So I would say round by round. I had an old account, but the account got no notification, so I created a new scout, but everyone knows me as Boob, so I decided to change the name. Fair enough, Boob. Fair enough, dude. 10% chance for Bilal? No, Benil, no. Boomer? You're a fucking boomer, Eric. Your ass will go boom when I fucking find you one day, mate. That's what'll go fucking boom. Imagine Conor's face when he read the script that says his leg will snap in round 1. Yeah, exactly. 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 What the hell is this thing? Imagine dissing I know, dude. That is some fucking John Jones-esque stuff. If top pressure wrestling was easy, it would be called BJJ. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I don't know how you could ever call round 3 dominant. And Movza had a full training camp. Ooh, it's on here. It's on. It's going down between the two of them. So apparently Nasadina Mavov has turned down a fight. I'm not going to play the audio because he's not going to be speaking.
And say like, if you say no,
he is speaking English. So apparently Nasadina Mavov has turned down a fight with our boy Full Send MMA. That's a thing now? Let's have a look. Nope. Wrong one, Dougie. Wrong one, brother. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look here. Apparently Nasadina Mavov has turned down a shot against Caio Baraujo, who I think should be fighting Israel Adesanya, but let's have a look here. What's up, Miguel? Good to see you, man.
They offered us to fight. I said yes right away, and he came and said no. Then the UFC came to him and said like, if you say no, you're not the next in line. Caio's gonna be ahead of you. And then he said, okay, I agree with that. I heard this guy is kind of a Dagestani. I think the Dagestani people are ashamed of him. I heard that the Dagestani guys like to fight. They fight in the street. They live a rough life. But this guy is a He's not Dagestani. Dagestan is ashamed of you. Have shame
Dagestan's
on you.
ashamed of you, you fucking pussy, mate. You're a fucking pussy, brother. Good on you, Caio Baraujo. What's up, Cayman? What's up, Miguel? What's up, Nacho? How are you, dude? I put down many a dog in my day and they all squeal. God damn, it was fucking ice cold. Let me read everybody's chats. Let me catch up. You know, I'll catch up to all of you. It's good to see you guys here. What's up, Miguel? What's up, Cayman? Now, where was I at? Tracy says 3 out of 10. Fair enough. On my fair enough, Tracy. You know, I tried my best. Is this Tracy? Are you an F or an M, Tracy? Bro, random question. Do you actually know or practice any martial arts? No, I don't. It's not a random question either, dude. I get asked it all the time. But no, brother, I don't know or practice any martial arts. I've been in quite a few fisticuffs growing up, but I don't get into fights anymore. That is my fighting experience. I'm smelling what you're farting. You're getting what you're picking up what I'm farting into the jar. Well, you could see how effectively high-level jiu-jitsu was when Hamzat wasn't able to do anything to him on the ground. You mean in the Gilbert Burns fight? Yeah. But Hamzat, that's a very rare example because Hamzat Chimaev is scared of having his ankle broken. Boob in that Aussie accent is just so good. Fucking boob, mate. Burns that in. No, I got you, Benny boy. I put down many a dog in my day. Lopez, good to see you, Nacho. I hope you're doing well, brother. I hope you're doing well. Not the AM bro has changed his name to Boob, by the way, mate, just so we're all caught up. Lopez and Diego arguing over some tacos. There was a translation that the UFC dropped Cayman. It was over some dude called Marco. Whoever Marco is, they fucking ride or die with him. Do you finally see the power of Alexa Grasso's feet? Yog, I finally bow down to you. Only Alexa Grasso's feet could make the last 6 months of press. The only interesting thing that came out of the last 6 months worth of pre-fight press conferences was an argument over Alexa Grasso, the body connected to those feet. It is time for me to stop denying the power of Alexa Grasso's feet. Yog was right. Tony's face when he read that, he will get beaten to a standing TKO and then go on one of the biggest losing streaks ever. Tony's face when he reads that, he will get beaten to a standing TKO and then go on one of the biggest... Eric, I don't know what you're talking about. I've missed the joke. Sorry. Turned him down? I know, dude. Burrell would beat him. Burrell could be a champion. Burrell could be a champion, but I think he should be fighting Izzy next. I think Nasruddin's done enough, dude. Dougie, you're the motherfucking Glizzy Destroyer. You're the motherfucking Glizzy Destroyer, Cayman. Kenny, you are. You bloody ripper, mate. You're a fucking bloody ripper, you bloody legend. DDP will get a Kimura on Hamzat when Hami gets his back and reverses him. I believe so, Cayman. I think DDP is going to win, probably via submission. Imavov is soft in the jocks. I fucking agree, mate. He's a limp-dicked bitch, brother. I agree Bilal's good eye. He's fucking French. And we know what I think about the French. People talk about Islam versus Charles as wrestling versus jiu-jitsu, but Islam comes from a combat sambo background, which is a mix of boxing and Greco-Roman wrestling, and Islam himself is one of the best at jiu-jitsu. Yes, but he does get there by using his top pressure of jiu-jitsu. True, Benny? Do an impression of Bryce rejecting Nina Drama, offering her butt backstage. Be gone, Temptress! Be gone! You will not haunt me in my dreams, Temptress. You are of the devil. Come on, bro. Ain't no woman watching these things. Yeah, you never know, Trey. No, we have one woman watch this once. Lane, top bloke. Just missed him. I just missed it. Did Imavov turn down Barrel? Yes, Eric. Imavov turned down Barrel. People loved Bryce. Yarn Bryce is the main. Yarn versus Bryce is the main event. Bro, Volk got fucking asked one question. It's over, boy. We all say that we love Volk, but do we? Do we? Volk got asked one question, dude. Currently typing while steering with my knees. That's true, Doug support. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate it, dude. Paddy is going to smash Muscle Milk Mike. I think he will, Miguel. The press conference was sweet. The press conference was really good. I really enjoyed it, man. Really, really enjoyed it. What's up, Lochi? How are you? Traveling in a friend out combi. Traveling in a fried out combi? Oh, sick, dude. Where are you going? That's fucking awesome, dude. The combi van, so like the old VW van with like the bed in the back, you got the fridge, you got an escape van for life. I like it, Lochi. If you just have pure wrestling, you have a major disadvantage. Chandler had no answers for Charles's ground game. Modern Jiu-Jitsu is very wrestling heavy. Modern Jiu-Jitsu, maybe, yeah, the way that they're working it out, Ben. Yeah, you're defending Jiu-Jitsu quite a bit, dude. You're a Jiu-Jitsu trainer? You train, you practice, you play? You play the game? You roll, bruh? You roll? She does have amazing feet though on God. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the feet thing. I've never gotten the feet thing. I've never been a man turned on by the feet thing. I don't get it. Reading the script because the UFC. I'm with you, Eric. Now you and I are on the same. I wasn't with you before, Eric, but now you and me are like this. We're like one mind now, Eric. I'm with you. Mobzar had a 3-week training camp as he took the Bryce Mitchell fight on short notice. Diego had almost a full training camp for a fight that fell through a few days before he got the Mobzar. Toad, do not try and turn this around into being the one that's... You're trying to Uno reverse us, Toad, and be like, Mobzar was actually on short notice. Don't be doing that, Toad. Come on, brother. Currently tough, we did that one. Bro, is Dominic Reyes fighting again? He is. Have you seen his rig? It's not good. What's up, Chris? How are you, dude? No, Volk didn't get asked much because all the media members are... Why am I... pugs. Let's go with pugs. Let's say pugs. I agree, Bilal. Mobzar had a problem in round 1. He wasn't prepared for the tricky Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but he figured it out quickly and he landed great ground and pound in the second and third. Mobzar 50-45s, 40-44s Diego in a rematch. I think Mobzar wins the rematch, yeah. Grasso pulled a Schmitty on the press conference. Grasso's feet made it fucking massive. Muscle Milk Iron Chandler via suplex KO. That's in the script, Benil. I have never seen a jiu-jitsu gym that teaches takedown. They are now teaching takedowns, Eric. And did you have to write it like that? Ben is probably a jiu-jitsu black belt, brother. Who gave him? We have to check. Dude, who gave you black belt? Who gave him this black belt, brother? Brother, who gave him this black belt? Have you ever been to Kokomo? Never been to Kokomo. No, do I not know what Kokomo is? You can't deny it after today. You cannot deny it after today. What's up, Chris? Yeah, brother. I like roll once a month. I knew it. I knew the way you were defending jiu-jitsu. I knew it. I was like, we got a jiu-jitsu practitioner in here, boys. So Benny Boy says, I roll like once a month, but in the gym I used to go to, we all practice wrestling. That's how most gyms are, unless it's Gracie Slop. Right, okay, so... And I think, so we got you in here. I think Kenny trains as well. I think Kenny does MMA as well, right, Kenny? So I think what we're seeing, and this is my understanding, Ben, and again, I don't train, but this is just my understanding from having these conversations with you guys who train MMA. Jiu-Jitsu has started to evolve over the last 5 years, and you guys are now starting to learn how to initiate takedowns and wrestle to the ground to get your Jiu-Jitsu started, right? Eric says, I train unironically. No, you don't, Eric. You just stand on fucking post. That one went over your head, Dougie. They often do, mate. They often do. What do I miss, Lochi? Where are we? Message retracted. Well, how am I meant to fucking pick it up if traveling in a fried out convi? That one has gone over my head, dude. Yeah, you're right. It's the start of Down Under. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. No shit. No one in Australia sings the start of it, mate. We just wait for the middle to pick up. Own the lightweight division. Ilya is ducking. He doesn't want that smoke. Vanille. No, dude. No. Big Ben robbed Dougie and Coco. That's why he's in denial. Big Ben can't even get fucking close to me, mate. If you watch any jiu-jitsu match, it's very wrestling heavy. Look at how Nicky Rod uses his wrestling. Oh, I'll stop you there, right there, Ben. I don't watch jiu-jitsu matches. I'm a straight male. I like beers, boobs, and ass. You know, and I'm a straight heterosexual male. So I would never watch a jiu-jitsu competition, nor participate in one. But I appreciate what you're putting down here. I just started Muay Thai this week, basically just sparring the whole time, and I'm loving it. How many sessions have you done, Bilal? I remember you talking about it yesterday. And Kenny says Dougie gobbles the glizzies. Okay, thank you. After I just was bantering with Ben, now Ben's just sitting there pissing himself laughing. I was just making fun of Ben, and the very next sentence I read out is I gobble glizzies. How am I meant to... You see how unfair this is, Kenny? I like jiu-jitsu. I like the jiu-jitsu Chad-based submissions. The guard is gay if you're staying there instead of transitioning to the other. Yeah, I think it's obviously just the lay and pray guys that give jiu-jitsu a bad shout. Or the guys that lie on their back and open guard that give jiu-jitsu a bad shout, yeah. Actually, Mobza would probably win ground and pound TKO. Lopez will fake going out cold. 2 ground and pound again, just like he did on the regional scene. Actually, Mobza would probably win by ground and pound TKO. I don't think he'll get a TKO. I think Lopez will be able to survive, dude. But Toad is fucking on one today, mate. Toad, listen to this from Toad, mate. Toad is saying Lopez will fake going out cold to ground and pound again, just like he did on the regional scene. Jesus, mate. I used to train. I was top 15 in my province for ages, for my age in jiu-jitsu. Okay, nice one, Chris. Nice one, dude. No, pure jiu-jitsu gyms I've seen teach takedowns. Only MMA gyms that mix the... Well, I think you should be training at an MMA gym these days, right? The belt is coming back to Australia. Yeah, Miguel. Yeah. Volk is the best Australian athlete ever. Yeah, Miguel. He is, dude. Legit, he is. I was competing all over Canada for years. Nice one, Chris. Base, dude. Nice one, man. Until what age did you stop competing at? Paddy is going to smash Mike. I think he is, Miguel. Gluttonous, gay, Dougie, gobbling glizzies, gleefully, guthering, grey cheese, glorious, glazies, guzzling out, golden grease, glimmered, granting, Dougie, grand domestic glory. Thank you, Kenny. Of course, I try, like Gaethje said, if one man can hold you down, 2 men can rape you. I'm going to be that one-man army. Of course, Eric. Of course you would. Boob says you like me. I do like you, Boob. You're good. Dougie watches BJJ in secret. Dougie does not watch BJJ in secret. Ben Askren. Here we are. Benny Boy says, Ben Askren was an Olympic wrestler who lost to Damien and Henry. Henry is an Olympic wrestler who got ragdolled by combat sambo fighter. Yeah, well, I've had this argument a couple of times, Ben, with Larry. I think... wrestling is better than jiu-jitsu, like more effective than jiu-jitsu for MMA, but I think combat sambo wrestling or freestyle wrestling is better than American style wrestling or Olympic wrestling, if that makes sense. I'm not reading all of that again, Kenny. We learned how to shoot all kinds of takedowns. I even did judo for a while to make my stand-up better than everyone before I tossed them down there on the dome. Nice one, Chris. Nice one, dude. Bilal says, I've done a Aussie. You were definitely not first, not even close, but it's good to see you, man. I hope you're okay. I've done 2 how are you here? I thought you were on a plane. I thought you were in the air. I've done 2 sessions so far. I'm just preparing myself in case Lopez beats Volk and I need to get back in there. Bilal's good eye is the next Australian hope. I teach jiu-jitsu exclusively to women. You would, Benil. You would. But yeah, jiu-jitsu is gay and you don't get CTE, so I prefer it over straight. That's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough, dude. You know what scares me so much about training? I'll be real with you guys. What scares me so much about training MMA, because I have friends who do jiu-jitsu, I have friends who do Muay Thai, I have friends that do boxing. They all hurt. Like, their bodies fucking hurt. I talk to them, their bodies are in pain. My mate who does jiu-jitsu has got a fucking busted knee and a bad back because of it. I need to be on a building site all day long, and I very often work by myself and do jobs by myself. My body is how I make my money. If I injure myself being retarded at training, I can't make a living I need to be able to get up and down ladders, scaffolding, lift sheets over my head. You know what I mean? Like fucking drywalling all day long. If I injure myself, I don't know what I do. So it legit scares the shit out of me. That's why I don't train. It scares the shit out of me because it's my primary source of income. So that's why I don't train, man. Where are we at? Dougie Gabbles. I'm not reading it again and again, Kenny. I'm not reading it again and again. How do you do this? Pick a goal. I'll read Kenny's. There you go, Kenny. We'll see if we can get there. My wife walked in on me watching jiu-jitsu, switched it last second to gay porn because it was easy to explain. That's the kind of vibe you get from jiu-jitsu, right? You're in Bangkok. Nice one, dude. Bro, will you do the Pokemon cards again? I will do them again. I probably won't do them again for UFC 314, but I will 100% do them again for UFC 315. Skynet. So, yeah, I'll be back. A Aussie is about to no, he's not. On a plane yesterday. Oh, right. You're confusing me, mate. I did all kinds of martial arts from around 5 years old to like 15, but my bread and butter was the ground game. My older bro was the stand-up champ around Canada. Nice one, Chris. Nice, dude. Based. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, those wrestlers are so good at the takedowns out in the open, but against the cage, they're very much equal to most pure MMA fighters. Yeah, I mean, that's the big argument that we're having in MMA at the moment, right? That's the big argument we're having in MMA at the moment. Like, wrestling against the cage gets sort of nullified, doesn't it, dude? You have a torn labor there. Like, I can't have that. Dougie, please show the Glizzy Pokemon card from the Discord. Yeah, I'll show that before we log off, Eric. I will show that before we log off. You're also an old man already. I am also an old man already. That is true. Like, once I pop something, it ain't coming back. Thoughts on the MMA Clown Show? Listened to it once, didn't love it, not for me. Dougie doesn't have the testosterone to train? Wrong, mate. Have you seen me standing on top of that fucking mountain? There's plenty of tea. Just came to plain old wrestling, just do some plain old wrestling conditioning. Well, that's why I go to the gym and like try and stay fit. You know what I mean? That's why I try and stay fit. I hear what you're saying, bro. You could make it very clear at the GJM. Just say you want to flow, no role wrestling or anything competitive. No, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, there's always those like, if you really wanted to fucking do it, you would do it. You know what I mean? That's like anything in life, right, Ben? Like, if you really wanted to fucking train, Dougie, you would go and train on a Saturday. You know what I mean? You'd find the fucking time to do it. So I get what you mean. Doug makes a living selling his body, essentially. Do you like seeing the belt on my shot? I do, Benil. It's a great hope and a dream that you have, dude. Dougie, going to the gym and doing basic weight training is much safer than turning marshmallows. Well, that's what I like. I train every day except Sunday. Every day except Sunday I train. Yeah, I'm going to physical therapy now because of all the years of doing different kind of sports that wreck my body. Yeah, and I need my body right now until this takes off. There is a very safe way to play jiu-jitsu if you're not taking it seriously. I'm sure there is, dude. Yeah, I'm sure there is, yeah. Or just go to an MMA gym and have only women be your partner. Win-win. Of course, Eric. Wow, what amazing card. It is an amazing card. It's an amazing card. It is. Where am I at? It is. It's an amazing card. Big Ben is Dougie's pimp. Wrong. Oh, hell no. From Kenny. Get that poor shit out of here. You want me to read retarded shit? You got to pay for it, Kenny boy. He's crazy. Yep. Yair and Diego have some real... But Miguel, that was so much fun. It brought so much energy to the press conference. Even John Anik was like, let's go for another 15 minutes. He's with a lady boy as we speak. He might be, Benil. You never know. Canadian wrestling must be incredibly homosexual. I'd know being an American wrestler. Eric, bro, it's like every stream now, Dougie calls me Eric and Eric me. Well, you know how it is. You two are so interchangeable. You know what I mean? Now I'm just the bottom Pop-Tart guy, but I'm going to start training again soon, so after my body heals up a little bit better. I hope it does heal up, Chris, you know, but like I said, man, as we get from like 30 to 40, the healing process really slows down. If you did jiu-jitsu, you would love the Kimura since you do lots of deadlifting. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like I'd love a good double leg, dude. I feel like throwing a fucking double leg looks fun to me. I'm not going to lie to you. Blasting a double leg on someone looks like it would be so much fun. Like a good tackle on the footy oval, you know what I mean? Dude, wrestling is way harder on the body than jiu-jitsu. Wrestling wrecks your body. I can imagine, dude. I can imagine. I'm going to psychological therapy right now because that's illegal in Sydney now, Kenny. Nothing wrecks your body worse than being a soy boy. That is true, Spectronometus. That is very true. There's no getting back from that. Diego Lopez all day. Wrong, Taz. Volk all day, motherfucker. Good to see you, Taz. I hope you're doing well, dude. Like the stream, brother. I didn't know, Dougie, you were a construction worker in India. Those jobs pay like shit. That's why the only option is academics. I know, dude. I've been to India. I've seen all the half-finished buildings that you guys have everywhere. Yeah, I'm aware, brother. I'm aware of the Indian economics of the construction. I know it is different here in Australia for now, luckily. Start doing full contact judo on a concrete floor. That's the way, Nacho. Full body slams onto the concrete floor. Dougie, nobody's going to pay you for the content we give you. That's fair, dude, but I can't read that sentence. It's too bad for my dyslexia. Yair has some anger deep inside. He does, dude. I think Yair sees a successful Diego Lopez in himself, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but I think you know what I'm saying. Yair Rodriguez looks at Diego Lopez and he goes, what if I was successful? That's what my life would look like. You know what I mean? Okay, this is for Kenny. I don't mind doing this for Kenny. Let's have a look. Kenny made this card for the boys. Kenny made this card for the boys. I don't understand his love with hot dogs, but Kenny bloody loves hot dogs. So here is Kenny's Glizzy Dog Pokemon card. The Glizzy, 10 HP, catch up, put an item card from your Discord pile into your hand. Mustard, if you have no cards in your hand, this attack does 90 more damage. There you go, that's Kenny's Glizzy card. Oh, you found it on the internet. Right. Nice one, dude. So I've started working on the Pokemon cards on Canva to actually make it so we can have even more customization with our Pokemon cards. So they're only going to get better and better for UFC 315. But there you go. That's the Glizzy card from Kenny that he made in the Discord. On you, Kenny. On you, mate. Let me catch up on your chats, boys. Let me catch up on your chats. And we go higher. Cheers, brother. I'm still young enough as I turn 23 on the 20th. Oh, you'll be set then, dude. You got 7 years of life left to live. So live it, Chris. Live it. You got 7 years left, brother. Enjoy it. It's still muscle memory, though. It'll be 8 years when I'm a copper. Oh, you're going to be a cop. Wow. So you're going to join the dark side. You're going to be one of the stormtroopers fighting for the Empire, are you? Disappointing. But still, Chris, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy your 7 years. Yeah, Yair is jealous? I think he is. God bless the Glizzies. God bless the Glizzies. What's up, Levi Hanks? How are you, dude? Yeah, Yair's striking is the best. What? Miguel? What do you mean? It's not the best. It's good, but it's not the best. I hope Volk retires, win, lose, or draw. The Friendless Norseman. What's up, Friendless Norseman? How are you, man? I hope he wins and then just drops the belt in the cage and says, I bloody done it. I'm the champ again. And then he retires. So I hope he retires off a win. Yair fought Volk when Volk was the best. Yeah, Miguel, he did. Have you seen a press conference beef over Alexa Grasso's feet? Have you ever seen a press conference beef over Alexa Grasso's feet? Never. Until today, Yogathan. And Levi said, hey, fellas. How are you, Levi? I hope you're good, man. Where are we at? Holy shit, you guys really went for it. It wasn't me. More memes by Kenny. I found that on the internet. Cayman says, I've been incorporating Spinning Fist in my repertoire like DDP does. Just hide it with the other striking combo. Yeah, dude. You got to hide it behind a jab or something, right? In the third round, Yair was landing on Volk. He was, Miguel. Found it on the internet. Dougie just farms me for content. You give me the content, dude. I don't ask you for this. Hey, if you guys want to send me any memes for the meme review episodes, you just add me to Instagram down there. It's dougies.corner on Instagram. Yair is one of the most ferocious fighters in the UFC. Dude is a warrior. His fight against Max Holloway was sick. True, dude, true. I think Yair is going to sleep Pitbull. A Friendless Norseman says, you don't hide the back fist mace, you just throw it while crossing your left. Bro, you don't hide it, bro. You just close your eyes, you bloody throw the black fist, bro, okay? What you got to do, mate, is pump out the jab, close your eyes, and then just throw a big overhand, okay? I never said you should be training less. I said don't bother training. They're completely different things. Completely different things. Yair is still the most exciting fighter like Wonderboy looks like he would fight. Yair is still the most exciting fighter. He fights like Wonderboy looks like he would fight. I wish Wonderboy fought like that. I don't understand why you're bringing Wonderboy into this, Ben. He's the most exciting fighter. He fights like Wonderboy looks like he would fight. Oh, so like when Wonderboy gets started, he looks like he'd fight like Yair, but he actually doesn't. I'm with you. You might as well just call it Dougie, Ian, and Kenny's Corner. I don't ask people for content. Guys, if you want to send me any content for me to bring up on Twitter, any Twitter news, follow me right there, Dougie's Corner YouTube on Twitter. I don't ask people for content, brother. Dougie, can you bust it down on the next stream? I have bust it down on a stream before, Levi, but unless Bryce Mitchell wins, I might not be bussing it down for a while. Dougie 12-hour stream today. All right, let's do it, boys. Let's grill some glizzies. Where am I at? 1 Here we go. I'll be grilling glizzies. You would be grilling glizzies. Dougie's delicious daily delivery doing damn disgusting domestic disrespectful domestic dome dick. Good one, Eric. Well done. Yeah, your striking is so wild and unpredictable. He's going to spin. You can predict that, mate. Yair landed insane shots on Emmett. He did, dude. He did. I don't want Volk to go down as a BJ Penn destiny. I don't think he will. But he could. Dougie yells the to let off steam at the end of the day without getting arrested. No, mate. Perfect time to play. Of course, mate. Yeah, Yair and Max was what it was, dude. And Pitbull is getting slapped. I think Pitbull is going to get slapped, Miguel. I do. Boob says, Volk is not going anywhere. He's going to win and defend the title 18 more times before being forced to retire by 80 by Dana White. Absolutely, mate. We're going to win the belt, and then we're going to fight Movzar, and then we're going to chase Ilya Tapura up to 155, mate. Pitbull is way too old and small. I agree, Mr. Toad. Ben says, like if Wonder Boy had grit and anger, he would fight like Yair. Yeah, I'm following you now, dude. Yeah. Probably would have slept Woodley. Wonder Boy never had that dog in him. Yeah, there's the problem with the pretty kickboxers. They need to know when to fucking, they need to know when to get in on it. Yeah. KO of Andre Philly was truly crazy. It fucking was, Miguel. I watched it this week. It was brutal, mate. I've wanted to be a cop since I was a youngin', going to be in the K9 unit and grow my way up to the ranks to either become a air marshal or a homicide detective or SWAT. Nice one, Chris. So you're really going to work. You're not only going to be a stormtrooper, you're going to be one of the elite of the elite. Nice one, dude. Dougie Def dances around the room, waving his hands, saying, no, Kenny, no. Anyone else notice that Yair got 4 wins added to his career recently? He was 16-4 going into his last fight he lost, and now he's somehow 20-5. I did not notice that, Levi. Is that real? We should go back and listen to the old announcements on Fight Pass, and then, yeah, that's interesting, dude. I'll listen to that tonight. I'll see. DDP is the most exciting fighter to me. I'm not going to lie. I agree, Friendless Norseman. I agree, dude. Imagine Prime Wonder Boy dropped to lightweight, and Yair moved up, and they kissed each other, and then, fought. Saturday. Wonder Boy has the insane style base like Yair, but Yair comes to bang. Wonder Boy never did. No, again, it's the point strikers, isn't it, Benny Boy? The point strikers always just sort of, here's a low kick, fucking got ya. Oh, here's a jab, oh, fucking got you there. Oh, another low kick, didn't see that coming, did you, cunt? Oh, there's a low kick for you, mate. Yeah. TY says, Dougie grooms us for content. I do not groom you guys for content at all. If you guys want to send me any memes at all, feel free to add me to Dougies.corner on Instagram. Saturday, 12-hour stream for the card. Yes, that is true. Saturday will be a 12-hour stream for the card. It's going to be great. I'm going to be live for the entire fucking card. From the very first fight, from the moment that the early prelims begin, I will click stream and start streaming till about half an hour to an hour after the pay-per-view. It is going to be a fucking marathon of a stream, so feel free to come and hang out with me. Alexa Grasso's feet corner? No, yo. Too much heathens in the world like Jan Silver? Yes, Chris. DDP throws high kicks in at close range. Izzy was like, the fuck? True, Cayman. You never know what's going to happen. Johnny, what's up, dude? How do you feel about Imavov refusing to fight Caio Baralho? He's a bitch. I get it, dude. Like, Imavov is technically the #1 contender, but so is Khamzat Chimaev, and you do need to stay busy. So we were talking about that before, Johnny. Yeah, he's a bitch, but also, like, Izzy's being a bitch as well. Like, you guys got to fight. Someone needs to fight Caio. I think it should be Izzy. That's what I think. But Imavov, it sucks that he needs to stay busy, but he does need to stay busy, you know? Now's a good time to bring back the yummy Alexa Grasso feed emoji. It will be back in good time if Big Ben can get it done over Mark Hunt. Too many heathens. Where am I on the chat? What is with my scroller today? But I understand the disappointment, as in places like Kazakhstan, UK, and Aussie land have soy cops for the most part, and laws by the country. Yeah, no, that's obviously why I'm disappointed, dude. That's obviously why I'm but that's all right. It's your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do what you got to do. Everyone's got to make their money somehow. You know what I mean? Would it be crazy to say Port Arthur? No, I don't think it would be crazy, but you know I can't read that out loud, Bilal. You know I can't read that out loud from the country that we live in, but no, I do not think it would be crazy, brother. What is the biggest glizzy you've ever eaten? Mine was probably like 7. I've never actually measured the glizzies that have gone into my mouth, Kenny. Yair picked up 4 wins, beating up no. Yair is a pretty kickboxer, but also a brutal fighter. He will fight at range, grit down in the pocket, absolutely blast everywhere the fight goes. Guys like Wonder Boy and MVP just back up. I agree. I agree, Ben. That's a very succinct way to put it, dude. Wonderboy is just a nice guy, nicest killer of all time. But is he a killer, Miguel? Or is he a sportsman and a competitor? You know what I mean, Miguel? Like, is Wonderboy a killer? Or is he just someone who wants to be the best at kickboxing and karate? Dougie is a master pet... What is going on? Reyes and Nikita is interesting. I'm going to be going with Nikita Krylov. I'm going to go with Nikita. He's not a killer. That's exactly what I think we just said. Don't leave to use the bathroom. I'm going to leave to use the bathroom. That's why I'm even more motivated to get out of this lame-ass country, find a British Aussie wife and have multiple kids with, and then somehow get into America. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Fuck, I love glizzies. I'm eating an uncooked one right now. Cook your glizzies, Kenny. MVP, Leon and Murphy are all the worst styles we've ever seen. They're so fucking boring. And Israel Adesanya. And Ian Gary. Don't forget the rest. Don't forget the rest of those bullshit kickboxers. Sean O'Malley set a precedent. Stay out for a year and then get a title shot. Well, it depends if you got that tasty Dana White privilege, dude. Why the fuck should Izzy fight Kyle coming off 2 losses? Put him against someone coming off a loss? Because Izzy's working his way down the rankings and Kyle's working his way up the rankings. And it's time for Kyle to break into a number 1 contender spot by fighting the old goat of the division. It's like, I'm surprised, Nacho. This is a fight that we do all the time in the UFC. This is kind of how the UFC works. You take someone who's like, why does Usman deserve Buckley? You know, like, what do you mean? They were at the top of the division. They're a big name. It's kind of what we do here. I'm confused by your confusion, dude. I really am. I'm very confused by your confusion. Fuck, you're a shit matchmaker. Well, hang on a second. Wait. So you would take Izzy. What is Izzy ranked? Hang on a second. I bet Izzy's like 2 or 3, right? Izzy's 4. Kyle Baraujo's 6th. Izzy's coming off losses. So how would you don't put a dude on 2. Yeah, but you put someone who was, no. You put someone who was reigning at the top of the division for ages against a ruthless up-and-coming contender all the time. This is the name of the game, dude. Who would you be putting Izzy against? Jared Cannonier, Robert Whittaker rematch? Delizzi, Hernandez, Fluffy Hernandez. Like, these are the young guns that are coming up. These are the old heads that are working their way down. It's time for the old heads to defend their spot on the list or move down and get eaten by the new. They do kind of these matches all the time. It's an end of career. Yeah, I'm genuinely confused why we're not seeing eye to eye on this dude. They do this one all the time. This is a normal fight to make for the UFC, right? Normally read everyone's chats. Put him against someone else coming off a loss. I think you only do that with 2 young guys to get one of them back up there. Dougie's glad, Hart, Grips, Glimmin, Glizzy's glad with Grace. Okay, thank you. Wonderboy was a killer versus... That was a long time ago, Miguel. Do you think Sean O'Malley is the best striker? No. I think either Ilya, Still, Gaethje, Islam Makhachev, JDM, these are the best strikers. The dream is real, brother. Wish me luck, you dingbats. Going dark off the internet, April to start the grind. Oh, we're going to miss you, Chris, dude. We're going to miss you after April, dude. DDP is fun to watch because he fights like a video game character. Every move he throws is just an XYB combat. Yeah, that is true, dude. He just fucking goes for it and sees what happened. He wasn't Hendricks. He was just good Wonderboy. He had like 2 KO. Yeah, it was just like a moment in time. But again, that was a long time ago, right? Dana White privilege is something else. Yeah, the Dana White privilege is something else, man. Dougie want to eat Izzy Glizzy? No. Nacho doesn't want his boy to get smashed again. Glizzy. Okay, Kenny, don't spam that, dude. That's enough. It's fucking with my chat. Hang on a second. Dutch oven. Kenny, stop spamming things, dude, for fuck's sake. They do those kind of matches all the time. He is at the end of a career in the UFC. They do that kind of, yep. Islam Makhachev, number 1, and then with some mushroom writing. Muslim Justin Poy, how are you, dude? It's good to see you again, man. Izzy and his dog on UFC 400. No one wants to watch that porn, mate. Sorry, Dougie, I don't want to get you in trouble. Australia, it's just so free, Bilal. And you know how things are on the internet, mate. I think a knockout loss not only make your chin worse, but they probably affect your nervous system. That's why fighters look slower. What do you think? I would agree with that. Yeah, I would think it probably does something subconsciously too. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for the 99 cents and the fucking hot dog. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for the 99. Again, guys, if you want to skip the queue, you can always donate, and Cheddarhead has with a hot dog. So thank you, Cheddarhead. For that. Honestly, guys, for real. For real. For real, for real. Sometimes. 12 hours we're going to do this for on UFC 314. 12 hours. Spectronominus, I thank you for talking MMA, dude. I appreciate it. Spectronominus, I agree, mate. What's up, Kate? Thank you, Cheddarhead, for the other 99 cents. Thank you. And again, it's a hot dog. Yep. Thank you. Thanks for the other one, Cheddarhead. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you for the other 99 cents. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the hot dog. I think knockout losses not only make your chin worse, I think something subconsciously in the back of your mind makes you scared to jump into an exchange, and that obviously makes you slower. That little second of hesitation makes you slower, so I think you're right, Spectronominus. You want to put Izzy against GM3, Nacho. You are dying to get Israel Adesanya a win. You are dying to get Israel Adesanya a win. I would do Izzy versus Kyle, so would I, Johnny. Robert versus Sean, so would I, Johnny. That's exactly, we're on the same page, dude. We're on the exact same page. Thoughts on Dana Lover hiring people to boo Bryce despite that he got cheered? I think there is a very high chance that happened, dude. I think there's a very high chance that happened. Do you think Shara got robbed in his last fight? MVP did nothing. They ruined Shara record with the fake. No, Muslim Justin Poyer. I do not think Shara Bullock got robbed, dude. Jared versus Roman. Yes, Johnny. Yes, JDM's boxing is incredible. It is. It's truly fantastic. It is truly incredible. Scratch that. Jared versus Anthony Smith. No. Cut Anthony Smith. One of my favorite fights is JDM versus Angelosa. It's an insane fight. JDM is always fucking fun to watch, Miguel. But yeah, I agree, dude. I absolutely agree, man. Kenny's gone full retard. Kenny has gone absolutely full retard. I wouldn't say I'm a big conspiracy guy, but I really do think, was something that the government, it's very strange how they don't ever interview. It is. A lot of weird things going on. Who would you force Usman to fight or he loses his top 5 ranking? I would force him to fight Buckley. Force him to fight Buckley. And I think they should do that. What's up, Cage? How I hope you're good, Cage. Good to see you, man. Eric, thank you for the $1 with the another hot dog while we're trying to talk about Usman versus Buckley and rank squatters in the UFC. Why would we want to talk about the UFC? It's UFC 314. You know what I mean? One of the biggest pay-per-view we've had all year. And let's just talk about hot dogs instead. All right, I'm back. Thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate it. Who would you force Usman to fight or he loses his top 5 ranking? Literally Buckley. Fight Buckley or we're ripping your ranking off you like we did to Jack Manson. How are you, Cage? Read and watch stuff about it too. Definitely seems hella sus. It is hella sus, just like the new speech laws that got brought in this year. American cheese or cheddar cheese? I don't know. American, I guess. Mum looks like she's part. Yep. No, you're right, Chris. Can we talk about MMA? Gorilla fight. Do you guys remember MMA? Do you guys remember MMA? Does anyone here like MMA? Do you guys watch MMA? Do you guys watch MMA? If Volk wins, I want to see Volk versus Mobzar. We will see Volk versus Mobzar, Miguel. We will do. We will see Volk versus Mobzar. Volk is going to call out Mobzar of lawyer. I feel like Sniff right now, but I do research and it's not. Yeah, it is sus as fuck. It is sus as fuck, Chris. Tapuria has some insane knockouts. Tapuria's got the cleanest fucking knockout system in the game at the moment. I think GM3 deserves it, man. I really do. Of course you do, Nacho. And he absolutely does not. Anthony Hernandez, not. Oh, right. Yeah. Obviously, Johnny. Yes, I'm with you there. If Diego wins, I want him versus Yair. If Diego wins, you got to give it to Mobzar, dude. You've got to give it to Mobzar. How do I send a 99-cent glizzy? Don't worry about it, Kenny. Don't send a 99-cent glizzy. Don't. I'm trying to send one to... Don't. Diego came into the UFC less than 2 years ago. He lost his first fight to Movza, and now he's fighting for the title. It's fucking beautiful, isn't it? This goes to show how you should reward activity in the UFC. This is perfect for it. The stickers only come up randomly for me. Don't worry about it, Kenny. It's not even important. Izzy versus Francis. I want to see Izzy's disintegrate. Yeah, we can make that fight. We can make that for the real king of Africa. Israel Adesanya versus Francis Ngannou. Your government's been on some BS for a while now. Sadly, they just went harder. They just went harder. Yeah, no, they've really tightened things up now. 5-year laws for memes. 5 years in jail for memes. You're one of the best MMA channels in the world. Thank you, Miguel. I try. I truly try. Surrounded by this field of retards. High IQ, hot dog. Hot dog. You actually talk to your viewers, unlike a lot of them. I don't understand how you could do a live stream and not talk to your chat. Like, I really don't understand how it would work if you weren't talking to your chat. The Grasso feet dug era was better than the Glizzy era. I'm kind of missing the feet era. Nah, true. Since when are we on the topic? What is your favorite kind of glizzy? I don't have fucking glizzy tickets. Usman is based for ducking the surging contenders. I don't know if he's based, but it's a fucking move. It's definitely a move, dude. You ever get bored of being down under and want to go somewhere else? All the time, every day. Thank you, Kenny, for the $1.50 for the... Thank you, Kenny. You figured it out, mate. My favorite type of glizzy is a Costco glizzy. They do the best with the relish and the onion, and they have American mustard there. Costco does it the best. Although we don't have glizzies in Australia. We have sausages and bread, which are different. So the first real glizzy I ever had was in Boston when I went to a baseball game and got very drunk with a Philadelphia man who taught me baseball songs, and we ate peanuts together and drank a lot of beer. And then I left my phone in the stadium. In the Jolly Green Diamond Stadium. There you go. That's a real glizzy story. What's up? You don't know. Sure. How are you, dude? Leave. You don't know, bro? Leave. Get out of here. Run. This isn't an MMA stream anymore. It's been destroyed. It sounds like a fun time. It was a fucking great time, to be honest. It was really good, dude. It was really, really good. It was really good. Oh, shit. All right, where are we at? Do you ever get bored of doing Down Under and want to get somewhere else? No, yeah, every day. Every day. What are your favorite toppings on a glizzy? Do a tier list on MMA fighter. Do a tier list on MMA fighters' favorite hot dog top. No. Sorry, mate. Can we talk about it one day in person? We can talk about it one day in person for sure, Chris. Or on like a members, or whenever if I ever do a Rumble live. If I ever do a Rumble, no. Can I? The problem is it's not the platform's law anymore. It's the country's law. So yeah, one day in person, when I go to America and we rent out a venue room and we watch a fight night together in person, we can talk about it all we want. What's up, Paul? How are you, dude? Bacon wrap glizzy with mustard mayo? No. Bobby Green KO's Volk? No, Benil. Absolutely not. I'll find a way to Aussie land for Dingback Day. Yeah, no, you can come here and we'll meet up. I've said it to Miguel. Miguel says he's going to come to Australia. Yeah, of course. I watched MMA and I know Alexa Grasso's feet because of the wars. I watch MMA and I know Alexa Grasso's feet causes wars. Right. I mean, today's press conference did happen because of Alexa Grasso's toes. So that is one in the bank for you, Yog. It's a big night for featherweight. It is, Johnny. It is. And all we can talk about is fucking glizzies. The winner of Yair versus Pitbull might skip Movza, Dana White privilege. It's possible. It's really possible, dude. You should make a Pokemon card of yourself and put together your weaknesses for glizzies, yet again grooming me for content. I don't ask you guys for content. If you want to send me anything, Dougies.corner on YouTube or Dougies.corner on Instagram. Costco has great food. It actually has the best food. I don't like baseball, but I like getting drunk. I find baseball to be the equivalent of cricket. Very boring game to watch. But the experience that I had in Boston at the Green Diamond was really fun. I had a great time. Really good. Paul, what's up, dude? When are you coming to the USA? That's a great question, Miguel. Maybe try to help the country we have instead of wanting to run away like a pussy. No. Fuck him. No, fuck him. It needs to burn to the ground. Yeah. Here's my advice. Don't come to Philly. Been to Philly. Very interesting city. But some countries are at a point of exactly, Chris. Exactly, dude. Mozzarella and pepperoni on the hot dog is great. I go to Omeo up in the mountains. Yeah, I like that. I like Omeo up in the mountains. Really nice, dude. Dougie DM'd me yesterday asking for content. I'm actually a paid actor. We want an Alexa Grasso feed emoji. You'll never get it. Which reminds me, our contract expires next week. Got it. Dougie, got to re-up. I ain't re-upping shit, motherfucker. Eat a dick. Here are some towns you should go to. Not go to. Detroit, Baltimore, and St. Louis. Sounds about right. Costco, Glizzy's are banging still. No chair. Okay, Dougie loves those. All right. I'm on the Dougie payroll. Omeo in summer is the best. It is, dude. There's a beautiful town to swim through. Really is. Really, really is. Go to Albuquerque, New Mexico at 3 a.m. Maybe you'll find John Jones. Well, I don't look like a homeless man that he'd like to be nice to, and I got brown eyes, so, you know. I bet they make kangaroo dogs over there. They really do. They actually do. Why, Yog? Why what? Why what? Oh, why no emoji? Yeah. This stream has gone off the fucking rails. Off the fucking rails, I tell you. Absolutely off the fucking rails. Oh, this moment. Shut up for a second, everyone. Everyone shut up. This was the most cringe moment of the fight. Where did my headphone go? I want to be able to hear this. This was the most cringe moment of the entire fucking press conference. Here we go. No one barks with him.
No 3, tá? 1, 2, 3.
Why do I promote good vents? 3.
He's so disappointed. He's like, oh, they're not going to start barking.
3.
Look at that little, oh, is that all? The little, is that all? Eat a dick, mate. Eat a dick. Oh, my God. Oh, that was painful. Dude, that was so hard to watch. He got nothing on that, boys. Let me read you chats. He got nothing on that. Bondi? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Go to Bondi. Yep. I thought there was a net for Ben Rothwell's next fight if he wins. I thought there was a bet for the next fight if Ben Rothwell wins. We get that. There is, Paul. Yeah, there is. That's the fight. Yeah, if Ben Rothwell wins, you guys get the feedback. Yep. From Dallas to Sydney. True that, Miguel. How does it feel that John Jones will be aroused by... He wouldn't be. I've got brown eyes and I don't look like a homeless man. 17, it's a long fucking flight, Miguel. Long flight. 100% chance that Bryce beats Silva. If he gets covered in Jan Silva's blood, if he gets covered in the blood of the Lord, mass conversions, dude. But no, I'm with you, Paul. Yep. I want it. We want it. Then pray for Ben Rothwell, Yog. Jan is awesome. Jan loves fighting. He loves fighting, but the crowd did not react to him there, Miguel. This country is everything you want to see it burn like the filthy Serbian you are. Yep, that's true. Yeah, I do, mate. 16 hours from Vancouver to Sydney. Yeah, it's a long fucking way, boys. It's a long way. Bring Grasso's feet back or refund everyone. I will bring Grasso's feet back if Big Ben gets it done over the mighty Mark Hunt, boys. Imagine being in the crowd and barking because he asked you to. A good little boy. That's after a 2-hour ferry drive. Yeah, so when we went over there door to door was 30 hours. That's embarrassing to watch. Minus 500 aura. I know, dude. I know. That makes me feel like he will get KO'd. I hope he does, Benil. Freedom! I'm a fan of both Jan and Mitchell, and Jan is obsessed with fight. He is, dude. For real. Holy fuck, Dougie. Benil Dariush is in your chat. I know, Cheddarhead. We've made it, mate. You're still a white guy. If a homeless man gets him off and the blue collar man is like a diamond to him, how does that make you feel? Mate, he's not going to be attracted by me. He's not going to be attracted by me at all. Jan said he needs to have a fight at all times. Well, so does Volk. Some fighters are just about that. You know what I mean? Roundtree versus Yuri. Let's go let's go Yuri. Come on, man. And Prates versus Ian. Come on, Prates. Let's go. Can we get a Norma Dumont's feet in the meantime? No. I hope Bryce KOs Jan Silva. I hope so. Yes, I hope so too, Boobathan. I hope so too, mate. Fucking hell, do I hope so too. So this is what we have in Australia instead of hot dog. We don't really do hot dogs in Australia. We do this. This is an Aussie version of a hot dog. Not this shit. Not this shit. Not that one. This is your fucking classic This is your classic Aussie experience. This is what we really roll with here in Australia. That is what we really roll with. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. That is fucking beautiful, mate. Can we get a Bryce Mitchell holding a Bible sticker if he wins this Saturday? Can we get a Bryce Mitchell holding a Bible sticker if he wins? You've already got one. You've already got one in the chat. I don't know what you mean. Noma's feet don't work, kind of blind though. He got 5-leg count round robin on. With Carlos, he's really relaxed in the cage. You can throw and say, yeah, I think that's what's so good about the fighting nerds. They just sit back and then fucking bang, it's over. Sausage Sizzle. Serbians think they can get rid of their dictator by going on a bike ride, and we will, mate. And we will. Bryce Mitchell, boys. Bryce Mitchell. Boys, that's it. That's the end of the stream. I'm out of here, boys. I hope you guys have a good fucking weekend. I hope you guys have a great one. I will see you all for UFC 314. I'm trying to organize a surprise. Brokey hot dog. True, Jesse. True. Read me. Sorry, boob. What did you say? Too late, boob. Sorry, mate. I'm out of here, boys. I will see you all for the entirety of UFC 314. The entirety of UFC 314. There is going to be a very special video in the members section. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. What's wrong, Nacho? What's wrong? What is saying that? Thank you, Eric, for the Blizzy. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. I've decided just now I'm not going to do a meme review for the members, but there is going to be a special video for the members that I will drop in the stream tomorrow. Boob, I don't know what to read. I just scrolled up. I couldn't find it. Why did you type read me when you could have just typed what it was? Restart stream. Nacho's been here the entire time. I will see you guys for the entirety of UFC 314. From the very, very first fight, from before the very first fight until the very last fight. I'm trying to organize something special. I'm going to try and get it done. And there'll be a stream for you guys. There'll be a members video for you guys tomorrow. So that's it. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. Shout out to Benil Dariush. Shout out to not Eric. Not a shout out to Kenny. You guys are annoying as fuck. Thank you for the glizzy donations. I hate it. Shout out to Kenny and Nacho and Toad and Boob and all the guys that kept it MMA today. That kept the conversation on MMA. Shout out to you guys. And eat a big fat dick to the other ones that just kept saying, you too, TY. Thank you for keeping it MMA related. And as for everyone that just wanted to say the word glizzy over and over again, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Nah, it was a good stream, boys. I had a good time. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys at UFC 314. Hope you have a good one, boys. Stay safe out there. See you later. I asked about MMA. Benil's coming soon. Feta MMA. And you, Bilal. Hey, well, also, Bilal. Shout out to Bilal. Well done for taking up Muay Thai training. Good work, man. Bilal, just so you guys know, Bilal, he's got a fucking hard-ass 9 to 5. Bilal's a welder by trade, hard trade, and then he goes and picks up Muay Thai on the side. Well done. Well done. I'm out of here, boys. See you later. Bye.